Hi folks, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, we're gonna face the harsh reality that every trader gets to deal with, and it is losing money. What leads up to this, and how do we pick up the pieces after that? Stick around until the end of this video to find out. Guaranteed it's gonna be worth your time. But before we dive in, let's talk about my Telegram channel. So in my Telegram channel, I put out daily trading signals that you can use straight away to make some money right along with me. Oh, and there's also a link waiting you there. It is linked for registration on Pocket Option, which is going to give you a nice, sweet 50% bonus for your deposit for free. Alright guys, don't miss out, subscribe to the channel. You'll find the link right in the description below. Enjoy the video and let's get the show on the road. Hi friends, so I'm kickstarting today's trading game with a humble pot of $57. Let's see how much green we can turn this into. And to pull in some serious bang, I'm throwing in the max amount I can straight up. And before you know it, I'm dropping into a 1 minute trade with the Aussie dollar/yen pair. And check it out, we're seeing quite a surge of the quote here. Usually after these big moves we get a bit of a pushback, and that good old MACD indicator is whispering in my ear, hidden at a market flip. See that? The green MACD line is taking a U-turn and the gap with its red body is closing. That's all up in your face on the histogram. And while that trade is doing its thing, let's get our chit-chat rolling. Ever wonder why traders end up in the red? We're going to chew on some common reasons that cause trading losses. So every greenhorn gets a share of losses in the beginning. When a rookie dives into trading a certain asset, they're not feeling the vibe of the market yet. And whoa, hold your horses, guys and girls. Our maiden trade's wrapping up, deposits shot up to 86 smackers, and we're rolling dice again up in the ante. Guys, I'm so sorry, my microphone just died, so the sound is going to sound a little bit different, but I really hope that you like my videos, that you learn a lot from them. If you do, I'm so happy to help. So I will be very appreciative if you follow my Telegram, because there you will find even more useful information, because there I share free trading signals. I put out marathons from Monday to Friday. Also there you will find a lot of feedback on my work, so if you do just that, that would be awesome. Alright, let's get back into our video. Alright, first traders, don't feel like keeping tabs on the news or figuring out the ins and outs of market price waves. And even if a couple of trades bag some profit through tips, they can still wind up losing their stash. So here's a piece of friendly advice: only trade assets that spark your interest, okay? And yeah, you'd agree when I'd say that trading ain't a lottery, no casino, heck, not even sports bet. Everything there here dances to the rhythm of market laws. Asset prices move in a specific groove for particular reasons, and for any trader, understanding these patterns is a big deal. Patterns between movement and things that set in motion. That points to a cold hard truth. Losing money might simply be down to lack of experience. And to overcome that, get your head around the basics of technical and fundamental analysis. Know your tools, practice on a demo account, then you're ready to ride the waves. And lots of traders jump into the market dreaming of rolling in millions, but they don't see the market for what it truly is. They just want to hit the jackpot. At the end of the day, their dreams are shattered with a grinding down deposit. And I'm not pointing fingers at the wish to be rich, that's an awesome wish. But remember folks, there ain't no such thing as free lunch. That stands true for trading too. And professionals on the flip side are all about grinding into risk management strategies. They figure out how much of their wet to throw into each play depending on the market's mood. So for newbies, for example, it's crucial to have their gears locked onto their goals. Dreaming about ballooning your bankroll 100 times in 2 days without any groundwork or clue about the market is a one-way ticket to blowing your stash. And to save yourself a reality check, Don't aim for the stars with your earning goals. Picture this. It's your first shift at a new job. You're lost on what needs doing, struggling to juggle the road, clueless about the priorities, and betting it ain't gonna be a victorious day, right? Trading is the same story. Okay, guys and girls, I just keyed in my trade. It was a waiting game. The graph's been stuck at a standstill after the backspin, even though the MACD is hinting at a flip. Its sliders passed each other a while back. But since the main vibe is taking us upwards, I waited for the signal to light up clearer. And the MACD histogram shows the sliders drawing farther apart, which was my green light to get in the game. Alright, back to our talk here. So the pros always play with a solid game plan. They know the pieces they'll be moving on the board and when. So they've got a clear picture of their earnings, targets, and their playbook. In other words, the rules they play by when they roll out a trade. And our play is nearing its end. We're wrapping it up by the book. And boom, our stash is now rocking $136. So let's do a quick check on other currency pairs since this chart is slipping into a lull. And in case you're stumped about what a lull means, you've got a textbook example splashed right across your screen. It's when the graph squishes into a tight line and not much dealing is going on. So trying to bank from this kind of market is like pulling teeth, but you might catch a good wave when it bolts from this laid-back zone. Alright, time to pump up our bankroll a bit. Alright, here's the deal, guys. Another biggie that trips up newbies, going in without a solid game plan or strategy. So think of a strategy as the scaffolding of your trading game. If you're steadfast about following it, you're bound to pocket some winnings in the long run. Also, sticking to your strategy takes a massive load off emotionally and helps you tip the scales much easier. So you gotta get down and dig into other people's trading strategies. You can customize them to create your own playbook. Then it's crucial to test the waters by trading in demo mode. If your results shine consistently green, you can bravely move to real-time trading. So let's say you've cracked the code of an effective game plan, you've got your targets locked, and you're loaded with experience. But you can't keep a lead on your emotions. In this scenario, all your hustle is gonna hit a dead end again, because your lack of self-control is dragging you down. And if you're getting too emotional, that's when a player starts sidestepping their own game book. They start making plays that fly in the face of their own set rules. At this stage, I recommend hitting up books on self-discipline, honing your willpower, and at any cost, do not ditch your game plan, alright? So I've gone short on the Brit-Pound/Yen pair. Like in my last play, I'm banking on a price tune-up based off my MACD reading. And add to that, the graph's pretty much yelling bounce back of the resistance level. Okay, keeping going. Here's a tough one. How not to lose your mojo after a botched trade? Every player has their off days, yours truly included. Newbies seem to take the hits harder. That's a fact. And here's what typically happens with a rookie. He gets stars in his eyes, thinking about banking millions, dives into the market, messes up a storm, and blows his cash. Next, he's bummed out and ditches the trading game for good. Sad thing is, it's not a rare occurrence. Alright guys, we've wrapped up the play and we're still in the groove. Our stash is already sitting pretty at $211 and it's time to crank up the stakes. Okay, back to keeping your groove. When you take a hit, okay, keep in mind that this is as much a part of the trade game as pulling in the winnings. Think of trading as your 9 to 5. A trader's life is all about the wins rolling with the flops. Even the big hitters have their down days. It's just the name of the game. Alright folks, I'm going short again. I'm hoping to cash in on a tune-up after the price bump here. As you can see, MACD lines crossed paths a bit ago, flashing a climb sign, but the climb was a bit of a sleeper and took a U-turn, and this shows the climb's lost its zip. And also guys, ditch the fear of losing a trade. The key is all about staying in the green over the long haul. I want you to get this. A trader is hailed a winner and stays in the green if they close 67% of their trades in the black. And of course, don't lose sight of the green you've netted from your winning trades. This also amps up your earnings in the long run. And the financial playground is a trader's free-for-all. I'm sticking to my game book for now, and it's netted me to a cool $144 in profit. So let's kick it up a notch again. Our stash is already hitting $356. Buddies, even if you've blown your stash a few times before, playing the assets game still gives you a shot at banking some major greens. Right now, I'm trying to figure out if I can give another trade a whirl. Let's check out some other currency duos. So I'm going short again. Like I've mentioned, busting out from a flat play often flashes a bold move as it breaks through a certain level. Alright? The MACD is giving off that breakthrough vibe, the green lights cutting across the red and the histograms showing the gap between them stretching out. So let's keep the ball rolling. Inching up your take-home bit by bit is a pro's trick. If you've tried your hand at 10 trades and 9 of them were losers, a rookie would typically throw in the towel. Quits their day job, ditches trading, and jumps in to recover losses like they're playing roulette. And here's the winning stride. Take the hit, learn the lesson, and then roll the dice on the next 10 trades. If instead of landing 9 washouts, you only have 8 bummers, you've got it going on. However, I'm staying in the green zone. My stash has already touched $565. And I'm cranking up my stake once more. And straight away, I'm stepping into another trade on the Aussie dollar/yen pair, betting on a price drop. And checking the chart, we see that alligator indicator is hinting at a possible trend switch up. The MACD is also flashing all bear signs at the moment. Its green line is chilling below the red line. And right now, I've gone short on the British pound/yen pair, seeing as it might vibe with our first currency couple. And sometimes you can use the vibe or correlation to back your play. Honestly, experts say that failures and successes go hand in hand, and that's true in any field. But in trading, you feel this more intensely because the processes here are really condensed into a snapshot of time. And we're nearing the end game. The trade is wrapping up with some extra greens, bringing our stash up to $920. And I'm raising the stakes yet again. So you already get that failures in trading are just a part of the game. Now let's figure out how to handle the rough patch on a mental level. Any piece of good news about you directly lifts your spirits. That is, it amps up your motivation, right? But bad news works in just the opposite way. We all know that. So crash and burn trades, slump your mood, turning your motivation to zilch. That's exactly why losing money in trading often leads to the want to hang up the gloves and switch to something else. And on a mental level, a trader gets that losing is par from the course, no biggie. but emotionally it's a whole nother ballgame. Alright buddies, this time I'm going long on the pound/yen pair. So we see on the chart the price is hitting a brick wall at the resistance level, trying to break through several times but bouncing back. While the lines on the MACD indicator haven't tangled yet, the gap between them is definitely getting cozy. So here's the deal. When a trader strikes a run of bad luck with motivation scraping rock bottom, it's a mental game to keep trading. Because no one wants a round 2 of that lousy feeling, and all thoughts of going at it again are booted out the door. And dealing with a bum trade on a mental level? Now that's the real game changer. Experts have sketched a few steps to master this, and step numero uno is cutting losses, not trying to obliterate them, because in trading, that's a no can do. But trimming down their numbers and weakening their suck on your motivation is totally within reach. And we're back in the green zone, guys. Stash hit a new high of $1,485. What do you say? Shall we up the ante? And just being honest, my initial game plan was to just dip my toes in with a small stash, but man, the trading tides have taken a surprisingly profitable twist. To save your motivation from diving like mine right now, roll out a plan that you're vibing with, and stick to that bad boy through every trade, no ifs or buts. And if you notice some rogue trades slipping outside your plan, give those bad boys a miss. Now I'm diving into a sell trade in line with my vibe. We've already locked onto this signal before, the chart's itching to skedaddle out of the sideways crawl, and on the MACD we spot the moving averages crossing paths and the gap between them airing out. If you notice you're making trades that don't align with your strategy, I advise stepping away from trading for minimum half an hour. Take a breather to get back on track. Alright, you've stopped making strategy-less trades. Next step, focus on reducing how much you're losing. This is where proper risk management plays a key role. While the lines on the MACD indicator haven't tangled yet, the gap between them is definitely getting cozy. And we're about to wrap up another trade, and it boosts up the deposit to an impressive $2,205. What a win! Maybe we should invest a bit more actually, but we've hit a wall here. Pocket Option has inbuilt risk management rules. You can't bet more than $1,000. So checking the indicators, the MACD suggests a potential bounce back, which means we've touched the resistance level. So I'm betting on the quotes going up. And here's an unusual tip. Keep an eye on your breathing. It's a simple way to manage your emotional state. Because stress messes with your breathing, obviously, so if you consciously regulate it with slow, deep breaths, you can regain your emotional balance pretty quickly. For example, when quotes are taking unexpected leaps and you feel like your plane is going haywire, I'd recommend taking a couple of deep breaths to cool down. See, it works. The chart is falling back into the pattern I was expecting. And another thing that could help is affirmations, those personal catchphrases that you create for yourself. And by speaking them out loud, they can help bring back your inner calm, buddies. And for me, nothing is more calming than another successful trade and having $2,925 sitting in my account. Wow, I've managed to pump up my deposit today all the way from $57 to $2,925. This was such an amazing run, and this really keeps me going. And if you're as fired up as me about victories, then join me over on my Telegram channel, because over there I will share a link with you, and if you use it to sign up, you will get a 50% bonus on your deposit. And you could also boost your deposit using the strategies and signals that I put out there daily. And that bonus is a great way to rake in some extra cash. Guys, we've really ridden the emotional roller coaster on this session, huh? I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of my spiel. Please, as always, don't forget to like this video, comment down below any questions or suggestions for me. I read them, I will answer them, and follow my channel, subscribe, and of course, don't forget about my Telegram. All right, I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.